diary of my Grandma Fanny, 1942.
Today is April 3rd. What a beautiful spring day, and Daddy dug some more of the garden. Today's video is taking herbs that you can buy in the grocery store. We're going to take those cuttings and we are going to turn them into beautiful plants that are going to root. I do this project every single year at this time of year, so I hope you enjoy this video.
And welcome to Homestead Tessie. And today I'm going to share with you how you can take one of these herbs that you can buy in the grocery store and you can make your own cuttings and you can make your own plants for very little cost. So last year I made this video. I've done this now for every year for about maybe 20 years now, and I've always had a really high success rate. What we do is we get some of these herbs that you can buy in the grocery store and we are going to plant them. Yes, these are called soft cuttings and they will root. You can do this with tea, with thyme, and with rosemary. Anything that is soft wood will root very well. You don't have to buy anything extra to use to root it. And I'm going to pan my camera down and I'm going to show you how I do it. Alright everyone, so I'm going to share with you the video that I made last year, and I also did a lot of updates through the year showing you how beautiful these plants got. What we do is we buy these singled herbs. This one's rosemary I bought for 89 cents, and this one was thyme I bought for 39 cents because it was reduced. We're going to take our cups with our potting soil. This is what one cutting looks like. What we're going to do is we're going to cut the end off of it that's already here. Now, the little cuttings that you have, you can save that and use it as an herb. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the leaves off the bottom. So we have about a stem like this. And all that we do, my friends, is we're going to stick it in the ground. Just like that. That's it. That's all there is to it. We're going to add a little water. Now you won't have to water this probably again, at least you won't have to water it very often. The secret is putting a plastic bag. You have to have a plastic bag on it, just like that. And that is one rosemary plant that's already finished. I'm able to do 3 plants with this. Once again, we're going to cut off the bottom tip. We're going to take all of the leaves off. This works really well with any kind of tea plants. And there we have the rooting. We have the stem. And we're going to put it in the ground. Let me try wetting the ground first this time. Let me see if it makes a difference. I would go ahead and wet the ground first. Stick it way down into the ground so it gets good contact. So for 89 cents, I'm able to get 3 rosemary plants out of this. Take all the leaves off. We're going to cut the stem. Cut the stem a little more so we have a fresh cut. And we're going to put it in like that. So when does it start rooting? It can root rather quickly. In fact, in about 2 weeks you're going to see new growth. Depends on the heat and the temperature of your house. You want to always make sure though you have a plastic bag over it. That makes humidity, and that's what helps get it to root. So there I have 3 of these done. Now we're going to go check the thyme. Now this was reduced to 39 cents. So I want to see what I have here. I never did the thyme before. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of the thymes that looks fairly fresh. Like right here. Cut the bottom off. We're going to stick it in the ground way until you get to the leaves. You don't want to have a lot sticking out of the ground. We're going to water it. So the thyme, I know the rosemary works, in fact, because I do it every year. So because rosemary is an expensive plant to buy in the store, and you can do it for pennies. Let's go find another one. I'm going to use these herbs. Since this was reduced, you can see that it wasn't as fresh. Here's another all green one. So we're going to use this. Peel all the leaves away. Put way down into the ground. Just like that. We're going to water it. Make sure you water it. And then you can keep monitoring the water level. And we're going to take the plastic bags and put them over it. I'm going to see if I can find some rubber bands, because that would be perfect. I need to have some rubber bands to hold the bag in place. And there you go, my friends. Rosemary plants for 3 of them for less than $1. And they get really big and bushy. And come the end of May, I will plant them outside. And I actually showed all throughout last year how these worked. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you give it a try. Many of you are going to tell me that you did it last year. And rosemary plants for less than $1 for 3 of them. You can do this with, like I said, any soft wooded plant. So anything like tea, rosemary, lavender should work. I've never tried lavender because I haven't been able to see lavender in one of these. But oregano works and sage works. They all work well. So, what do you got to lose? Give it a try, and I think you're going to enjoy it. And give me an update on how your plants are growing. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. I just want to add something a little bit about these plants. I forgot to mention that they will wilt for the first week. So if your plants are wilted a little bit, please do not be alarmed. They will wilt. And once the new growth starts, then you'll start seeing new growth. Also, you want to keep them in the sun. They have to be in light. So you have to have sun, and the more sun, the better. You also want to make sure you keep this on as well. How long do you keep the baggie over? So many people asked last year, and I forgot to address that. You will keep the baggie over until you see real growth. When the plant starts getting bigger, then you can take the baggie off. And that will be in about 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, you're going to keep your baggie on. You're going to have it in the sun, and don't be afraid if it wilts. It only will wilt for a few days to 7 days, and then you'll start seeing a brand new plant form.
Hey friends, if you liked my video, could you please make sure you give me a thumbs up? Are you on any form of social media? By sharing my video on social media, it helps get my videos out into the world, and YouTube sees that and will share my videos much more. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!